Yeah, welcome back. This is still Sunday Breakfast on ChannelOne TV with me, Day Davis. And we're delving into our nutrition segment and we'll be talking about breastfeeding. We'll be delving into its importance and even demonstrate today how you should breastfeed, the best way to breastfeed. And to help us do this is Leslie Apia Boatin. He is a nutritionist. Hi, Leslie. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
I trust you're well.
By God's grace, I'm
A
good.
man handling breastfeeding, that's what motivated you to pursue something in nutrition?
Well, nutrition.
And even to handle breastfeeding specifically.
Okay. So first of all, nutrition is everything. You are what you eat. Whatever you take inside, that is the output that will also project outside. So nutrition is a program or a course or something that is very dear to me.
Okay.
So growing up, I was, very interested in like how
breastfeeding.
No, the nutrition,
okay.
not the breastfeed. For breastfeeding, you know that everyone, when you give birth, you breastfeed.
Yeah.
It's something that you're supposed to do, which has to be something natural, something that you do that is enjoyable, something that you are very comfortable with. Because you are nurturing a baby, nurturing a child, something of your own that you are nurturing. So you have to have the zeal, the enthusiasm to do or to practice such a natural process.
So before we delve into the breastfeeding, I'm just curious.
Okay.
What's the role of the man in the breastfeeding process?
Very good.
How important is it?
Okay. So the men, this one is for the men. Okay. So with the men, with regards to breastfeeding, so it's not only a woman that do the breastfeeding. So the man can provide support during the breastfeeding. So during breastfeeding, there's something we call burping. So after a mother has given the breast milk to the baby, the mother is supposed to burp the baby. So with that one, we usually encourage the men to rather do the burping.
Oh.
So the burping is, sometimes after they taking in the breast milk, it's supposed to be you be tapping their back, using their hands to rub at their back, so that in case they have injected any air, it will be expelled.
Okay.
So when you are doing that, you are also bonding with your baby. So if the men are able to help in that aspect, it also creates a form of bonding between the babies and their daddies. So the babies are able to recognize that this is their daddy. For instance, maybe a baby might be crying. Other people may take the baby. Still, the baby might still be crying.
Yeah.
Because the baby has not, but if
gotten used to the father.
Yes, so if the father picks the baby, because of the bonding that has been created between the baby and the mother, or let's say the father, as soon as the father also pick the baby will stop crying. Because the baby is able to at least know the scent of the father.
Ooh. That is important.
It's very
important.
So
the fathers out there, you are not left out of the breastfeeding process at all. So then what is breastfeed? Is it just putting the boobs in the baby's mouth and that's all, pumping the breast milk? Is that just it? Is that all there is to breastfeeding?
Okay, so breastfeeding first of all has to be a natural process that a mother, puts a baby to the breast for the baby to feed from the breast. In as much as the baby is feeding from the breast, there are others that the baby may not have fed breastfeeding from the breast, but it may be express the breast milk and give to the baby. Those two scenarios, they are all termed as breastfeeding.
Okay.
Since it is breast milk, that is what's involved. So we term it as breastfeed, but it has to be a natural process, a natural practice that you are doing. You have to be at a convenient place or at a convenient time for you that you feel more comfortable with, and you are breastfeeding with your child. You have to also ensure that as you are breastfeeding the child, there is some form of communication between you and the baby.
So what will you be saying?
Sorry?
What will you be saying?
This one is not verbal. This one is non-verbal communication. So at least you have to ensure that there's an eye-to-eye contact between you and your baby. You understand? At certain times you can be maybe singing or trying to you are in a form of trying to, it's like you are singing for the baby. You are making the baby to relax, to enjoy the breast milk
Right.
from what? Your breast. So that's how it is supposed to be.
So in the early hours of the woman having been put to bed, you've pushed, you don't have energy. What was breastfeeding looking like in the very first hours when a woman gives birth?
Okay, so in the very first hour, so when you look at the World Health Organization, their standard, their protocol, there's something called early initiation. So within the first hour of birth, a woman is supposed to to breastfeed. After giving birth, within the first hour of birth. So usually at maybe the wards, there's the maternity wards. So that's what the midwife will try to do at the initiation.
Okay.
So they will try to put the baby to the breast as the mother is maybe lying down or lying back. They will put the baby to the breast for the child or the baby to suckle from the breast, so that it will send signals to the brain to release the breast milk. So the baby within that first hour, the baby is supposed to be breastfed. That's what they call early initiation, which is usually supported by most of the midwives. So that's at that moment, that's where the mother will find herself, like at the
at this
maternity ward.
stage, that's when the baby becomes attached. There's a bond that's created between the mother and the baby. Am I correct?
Yes, please. So as soon as a mother delivers, within that time frame, like the first 1 hour, supposed to put the baby to the mother's breast, so that there will be that bonding.
Yeah.
The mother and the baby has to feel each other. There's something called skin to skin contact.
Yeah.
So the baby is not wearing, there's nothing on her. The mother too, there's nothing on her. Then you put them together, called skin to skin contact. So that's where the bonding starts from after delivery.
So, okay, so that's one importance of breastfeeding. What are the other reasons why we should consider breastfeeding? Why is it important?
So there may be enormous reason for breastfeeding, but maybe I will touch on a few.
Yeah.
So, one, when you take even the breast milk, the components which is in the breast milk, one, you all know that the breast milk contains all the nutrients that the baby need, especially in the first 6 months of the baby's life. So when we are talking about the nutrients, we can talk about the macro and the micronutrients in the breast milk. So we have the macro, then we are looking at your carbohydrates, the protein, the fats, Also, the breast also contains water. So if you look at the components of the breast, the water is a larger part. It contains about over 80 to about 87% of water in the breast milk. So when you are giving the baby the breast milk, you are hydrating the baby because of the water in it. That's why we don't
give them water.
Yes, when the baby is within the first 6 months, we don't give any water, because there is a lot of water that the baby would get from the breast milk. So as I was talking about the macronutrients, like you got the carbohydrates, your protein, your fat, then your micronutrients, that's the vitamins and the minerals, all are there. So apart from the nutrients, we have something we call the antibodies.
Okay.
So when we talk about antibodies, they fight against diseases or infections. And they are all found in the breast milk. So as you are giving your baby the breast milk and the baby is taking in the antibodies, it is preventing him or her from falling sick
or catching infections.
Very good. It is boosting the immune system because of the immunoglobulins too. That is in the breast milk. And when you take the breast milk to this one unique thing called the human milk oligosaccharides. It's a form of carbohydrate, but with that one, it's not digested like the way the lactose, which is the carbohydrate in the breast milk, is digested and provide energy for the baby. So with this human milk oligosaccharides, what happens is that when the baby takes in that one, which is a part of the component of the breast milk, there's something called the bifidobacteria. So let me bring it down. So we have what normal bacteria or good, let's say good. So we have good bacteria and bad bacteria.
Okay.
So we have what good bacteria in our system or in the child's system, let's say the gut. So those good bacteria, they feed on that oligosaccharides in the breast milk. And then when they feed on the oligosaccharides, what happens is that one, it doesn't prevent other harmful microbacteria to even attach themselves to the linings or the walls of the intestines of the babies. So in that case, it is preventing other infections from other microorganisms. It's also helping in boosting their immune system too. So when you compare, let's say, for example, a cow's milk and a human milk, even though cow's milk will contain oligosaccharide, but it's just little. But that one of the human milk is enormous. And apart from it being enormous, it also has different types of the oligosaccharides found in the breast milk, which are not found in like animals' milk. So that's why we advocately, we preach, we do campaigns that mothers should give their babies their breast milk, because it was naturally made. God has ordained, or like He has
programmed everything,
designed everything.
Health, yeah.
Yes, please. That's what I'm talking about. So God has programmed everything to suit the baby's needs. Baby's needs, one, nutritionally, two, immunologically, to developmental and growth. All those factors, those biotic factors, they are all found in the breast milk. So it makes it paramount, and it cannot be compared to any other thing.
So what happens to a mother who can't breastfeed genuinely? Maybe there's a condition with her that the doctor says, no, you can't breastfeed the child. What happens? It means the child is missing out on all of these things that you've mentioned.
Okay, so if for any contraindication, because of that, the child cannot breastfeed, with that one, that means there's no way you can give the breast milk to the child. But now, I think recently, Legon, now they have what you call a breast milk bank.
Okay.
Like the way we have blood bank, like when you need blood, you go there, then you transfuse
you.
So now they have what you call a breast milk bank.
Okay.
That now they have breast milk, human breast milk, that they have stored. That if case maybe for any reason that you can't, or you won't be, or you are not permitted to breastfeed the baby with your own breast milk, you can maybe visit there, and they will sort you out.
Isn't there a disadvantage here? Because you don't know who the breast milk is coming from. You are not privy to the mother or whoever whoever produced that breast milk. Doesn't it put the baby at risk?
Okay, so let me put it this way.
Yeah.
Let's say when you need blood, and you need a blood, and they are giving you blood. You know the blood is not from you; it's from another person,
someone else. Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Like you need the breast milk for your baby. You understand? There's not like when you go now, then they will give. Or let's say if someone to donate the breast milk, the person just go there. They will do. There are protocols that they will pass through. Like the way when you are going to donate blood, they will screen your blood to see if there are no infections, no disease, and all those things. So there is a protocol to that one that you will go through before finally maybe your breast milk will be accepted to be kept and stored there for maybe future use.
Wow. Is it expensive?
Well, maybe that one, when you get there, then when you get there, then you will see how it will go.
Wow.
I'm not sure it's really expensive.
That's fascinating. Throughout our conversation, you've been demonstrating what to do with the baby, put the baby here, do that. Let's talk about how to breastfeed, the best position for the baby. Can we use this? Yes, so let's use the door.
Okay. So even before a mother breastfeed, we have to ensure hygiene.
Okay.
Okay. And make sure that wherever you are doing the breastfeeding, you are very comfortable.
Okay.
And the place is a bit convenient for you. So one, if you are sitting in a chair, you have to ensure that you are relaxed on the chair. Don't lean up, but rather lean like let your back lean on the chair so that you be what comfortable. So you are just trying to use, this is my Amagana.
Okay.
Okay, that's what the name.
Hi, Amagana.
Hi. Okay, so first of all, you ensure that wherever you are seated, you are comfortable. Okay, so one, the baby's buttocks, or let's say, let me use
buttocks,
has to be in the palm of the mother, like this. So in that way, it's like the baby is sitting in the palm of the mother.
Right.
So when it happens that way, it gives you control over the baby. And one thing you need to note is that we don't bring the breast to the baby.
Okay.
So when you are breastfeeding, you are supposed to what? Bring the baby to the breast.
Okay.
But if you do otherwise, it's like you'll be bending.
Right.
So within a few minutes, you feel some back aches.
Okay.
So it will not allow you to what? To continue to breastfeed the baby well. So you bring the baby well to the breast. Okay. My baby is a bit rigid, so I'm trying to. Okay. So maybe sitting in your palm. Then the head of the baby has to be at what is called the crook of the elbow.
Okay.
That's the name for this part. The crook of the elbow, or what we call the occipital coxa. Now ensure that the tummy of the mother and the tummy of the baby, they are also having contact.
Okay.
Okay. Then with these hands, so the fingers, these 4 fingers have to be under the breast, while the thumb at the top of the breast. So make sure that there's an eye-to-eye contact.
Yeah.
Then with what we call attachment. So the attachment is basically about how you put the breast in the baby's mouth. So there are certain things you need to ensure that will make you know that your baby is getting the breast milk well.
Okay.
So one, you have to ensure that it's not only the nipple that will be in the baby's mouth.
Okay.
So when you take the nipple, there's another dark part called the areola.
Yeah.
So the baby has to take part of the areola, especially the lower part of the areola, has to be in the baby's mouth.
Okay.
So when it happens that way, the baby will not take only the nipple. So if the only takes only the nipple, it will lead to what you call crack or sore nipple.
Right.
You realize that there's a crack or sore that is developing in the nipple. When it happens that way, it's painful. Then mothers may not be able to breastfeed.
Yeah.
So when we are looking at the areola, part of the areola, more of the lower part entering the baby's mouth for the baby to suckle. So another thing that you need to take into consideration is that when you are breastfeeding your baby, one, the baby's lips have to turn outwards like this.
So it happens naturally?
Naturally. When the baby takes the breast, and it is attached well, the lower and the upper lips, they will turn outwards like this.
Wow.
That will let you know that the baby is able to get more of the areola part, the lower part here.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the chin of the baby will also be pressing on the breast. It's part of a good attachment. Apart from that, you need to also ensure that one, the baby, as you are also communicating or looking face to face, trying to maybe sing some small lullaby for the baby, all that you are trying to bring the baby's attention to the breast. So you look for all those signs that I have mentioned. That will make you know that the baby is actually being attached very well to the breast, or latch well to the breast to receive what the breast milk. And lastly, when the baby is suckling, it's not supposed to be like very fast. No,
okay.
it should be slow. Then you hear a swallowing, swallowing sound from what the baby. And the baby is able to grab, and the milk is ejecting into what the baby's mouth. But it shouldn't be fast. It should be what small. But in case you hear, that means no, something is wrong is happening. That means air is going into the baby's mouth.
Okay.
So the air is mixing with the breast milk, and it is producing that sound. Okay. So in case you see anything like that, you have to remove and then try to put it back. And in putting it back, you don't just put it straight. Sometimes you can tease the baby with the breast. So you try as if you are putting it in the mouth, but you rather like tease it with the lips. So the baby will try to open the mouth wider to pick it, because it is feeling the thing at the lips. So it wants to open wider to pick. That is when you then push it inside, so that the baby will be able to get the areolar part, because that's where the ducts are, so that the milk will be able to come out from the ducts as the baby suckles.
That's a lot of that's a long process. So how do you monitor the growth of the baby during this process?
Okay, so in monitoring the growth of a baby, we have the World Health Organization have a standard.
Okay.
So there is what we call the growth charts, the growth monitoring charts. That's what we usually use to monitor the growth of a baby. So apart from that, when a mother gives birth, there's something called the birth weight. That is the weight that the baby comes with. For instance, let's say a mother gives birth and the birth weight is, let's say, 3 kilograms. Okay. So within the first few days, like we did the first maybe 5-7 days, the child may lose weight. But from 14 days, that's about 2 weeks, the child will regain that weight back. It's natural.
What's causing the weight loss?
It's something natural.
Okay.
So if let's say you give birth and you realize that the child, maybe you give birth, the child has a particular weight. Within few days, you realize the child weight has dropped a bit, maybe about 5 to 10%. It shouldn't be perturbed. It's something that happens.
Okay.
So by 14 days, the child's weight will regain its birth weight again. Okay. So then usually they start to come for what you call the weighing, or the CW, the child welfare clinic, but they usually call it weighing. Right. That's what if I say people will know. So at the 6th week, when the child is 6 weeks, that's when you start the child welfare clinic. So when you come to the weighing at the 6th week, we are expecting that the child will get half of the birth weight in addition to the birth weight.
Okay.
So for instance, the child's weight was 3 kilos. So at the 6 weeks, supposed to have half, which is about 1.5 in addition to the 3.
Right.
So at the 6 weeks, the child supposed to maybe the expected weight gain. So it's supposed to be 4.5 at the 6 weeks. Then from there, we are expecting that at least the child is able to gain a weight of 0.5 every month.
Okay.
So
during the 6-month period.
So during let's say the 1 year period, we are expecting that the child should be able to get 0.5 kg every month. So we are expecting that by the 4th month to the 6th month, the child should be able to double the birth weight.
Okay. So
by 4 to 6 months, so with the instance that I use the 3 kilos. So by that time, the child the baby is supposed to double. So 6 kilos.
Right.
That's when the child is about 4 to 6 months. Then when the child is about 1 year, the child is also supposed to triple the birth weight. So by 1 year, the child is able to get up to like 9 kilos.
Okay.
So with the weight gain in kids or in babies, So usually the first, you have to call this, we call the sparse growth. Sometimes they will grow faster at a point in
At a
time
point,
it will
will
reduce.
drop.
That's
Yeah.
how natural children they grow.
Right.
But the growth in males and females or boys and girls, they are not the same.
Okay.
So if you are using the whole standard, there's this chart. Can I? So if you are using this chart, so it will give you so that then you will know the growth pattern.
Yeah.
And to also let you know how the girls' growth is and the growth pattern is, and how maybe the boys too, their growth pattern too is.
Wow. Thank you so much. This has been really insightful, and you've demystified a lot of myths, and you've highlighted the importance of breastfeeding. You've also taken us through the proper way to breastfeed, and I must say it's been a very insightful conversation. We've been speaking to Leslie. Leslie is a nutritionist, and he's been taking us through the importance of breastfeeding, why we should breastfeed, and the proper way to even position the baby, and you position yourself as a mother to also breastfeed. We've been speaking to Leslie Appiah-Boateng, and he's a nutritionist, and this has been our nutrition segment. If you missed any part of it, don't worry. We'll upload it on YouTube, and you can go and rewatch and then take some tidbits out of it.